Good morning and welcome to Cincy Lifestyle. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday morning as we get ready to head into a weekend that is full of opportunity and adventure, Mona, and not just cleaning out your garage.
Oh, well, yay, you know that's exactly what I'm planning this weekend. I have bribed my son to come over, and we're going to be doing some cleaning this weekend. But for others, there's some more different, exciting things to do, right, Clyde?
Exactly. So let's start with what a lot of you are looking forward to, the broader opening of Kings Island, which is Sunday. This will now be open to people with single-day pass tickets. It's been open since the early part of the month to season ticket holders. So now you can get a single-day pass, but there are some restrictions, some stuff you got to know. There will need to be a health screening, and they will take your temperature, and masks are required. Now, you can find that out by going to their website, but just know that it's all about being safe, sanitizing, and distancing this weekend there. And then there's the food side of things, Mona.
Woohoo, my favorite. I love sugar and spice. Mm-hmm. They have wispy thin pancakes that are magnificent. And you know what? I don't use the word magnificent for food very often, Clyde.
Yes,
but
you do.
They are magnificent. They are opening their new location Saturday, tomorrow on Sycamore Street. It will be open for takeout and sit down with, of course, COVID-19 guidelines in mind. And then they're going to offer rubber ducks at the end of the meal to the guests. And rubber ducks are a fundraiser, typically for the free store. So you can do some good while you're eating good.
But they've been doing those rubber ducks for a while too.
Yes.
Okay, so
absolutely.
So today is a day a lot of folks are looking at. It is National Pina Colada Day. PCs have been around since 1963, so later on in our program we'll have some local experts to show you what it takes to make a great pina colada. But we're going to start right now with with the possibility that you might find yourself driving through Dayton, Kentucky in the near future. And if you do, you should consider stopping by Taqueria Nogal for lunch or dinner. It's a hidden gem serving up some of the most authentic burritos, tacos, and more. And guess who went to find out? Allie. She spoke to one of their partners to find out more.
Taqueria Nogal, a family-run authentic taqueria in northern Kentucky that's serving up some of the freshest burritos, tacos, tamales, and more.
So what you see on the menu are standards. They really haven't branched out too far. I think they're perfecting a small menu of items, tacos, quesadillas, burritos. All of the tortillas are made fresh, and I think that's what sets Taqueria Nogal apart. The Kentaco is also really delicious. It's kind of a tweak on a traditional taco. Being a Kentucky taco, it's larger than a traditional taco, full of caramelized cheese, caramelized onion, and cilantro. I think the thing that they do really well too is caramelizing their cheese and their quesadillas and their Kentaco. They do some weekly specials, mostly towards the weekend. Elotes, which is a street corn, shrimp cocktail. They do chili rellenos is one thing they've been kind of playing around with, as well as their delicious tamales and just different beverages, paletas.
Since 2019, the Taqueria Nogal food truck has been parked in a central Newport, Kentucky parking lot. Now, you can find them in their new permanent neighborhood of Dayton, Kentucky.
This location made sense, I think, because it's so busy. However, they will be moving their truck to a parking lot in Dayton, Kentucky at 614 6th Avenue in Dayton. You know, with so much competition around, moving the truck somewhere with less competition makes a lot more sense. And we will be opening a brick and mortar in the same area. You know, the decision for them to open a brick and mortar has kind of quickly snowballed, and at the beginning of the year I had no idea that this is what I would be doing, but right now everything is kind of falling into place at the right time.
Their brick and mortar is scheduled for a September 1 opening date, which too will be in Dayton, Kentucky. It'll seat roughly 30 people and will also include a walk-up window for easy grab-and-go orders.
I really don't think you can get any more authentic than this. This is a family preparing family home-style recipes. I will be involved in the kitchen, so that will be a quick track lesson for me in a lot of authentic traditional foods. Lydia and I have done a lot of baking together in the past in restaurants, so one of our plans is to have an expanded dessert menu as well. I'm just really excited about this project, and I think the restaurant will be a really great thing for the Northern Kentucky community as well as greater Cincinnati community.
All right, Allie's here now to join the conversation. So tell us a little bit about how you found this place in the first place.
So it's actually funny. This is one of those small spots that kept popping up on my Facebook feed. I have a handful of friends who live over in the Northern Kentucky area, and after a while, it just kind of got to the point where I needed to go check this out. And what I do love about it is the fact that they're starting out as a food truck. And, you know, in the time that we're in right now, we've mentioned it before on the show with previous segments, that having a food truck or, you know, maybe working out of an incubator kitchen really allows you to start small and keep your menu really fresh and really experiment with some different recipes and get that instant feedback with customers without having too much overhead cost. So it's very exciting. You know, I saw them, as you asked, where did I find them? They were on Facebook. And at the time that I shot it, it was in the Newport, Kentucky parking lot, kind of by the CarX. But they're actually now already in their new space in Dayton, Kentucky. So they moved from the time I shot it to actually now when this is airing. So keep that in mind. It's now off of 614 6th Street in Dayton, Kentucky. But as I said, they're also planning to open a brick and mortar in Dayton, Kentucky. So they're home now.
Okay, Allie, I've got to ask. I saw something that it almost looked like corn on the cob. It had stick on the end. What do you remember? What was that? Was that corn on the cob?
Yeah, so it is corn. It's street corn, and it's one of their specials that they'll do more around the weekend. So if you follow them on Facebook, they'll shake the menu up a little bit and add some of those sides. And she had mentioned, you know, the shrimp cocktail, and sometimes they'll do tamales. And I didn't try the street corn. It wasn't available at the time, but it looks incredible. And I'm a fan myself, so I did happen to try the burrito. 2 thumbs up.
You did?
Yeah. You just happened. That burrito just jumped in your mouth, didn't it?
They were so kind. And it's cool, too, because they kind of do some of that Kentucky spin on some of their menu items as well. They'll add a little bit of sweetness with the caramelized onions. They'll make, you know, the burritos a little bit bigger. But it's just a small, condensed, concise menu with really good, fresh, authentic food. So I highly recommend checking it out. And check them out on Facebook.
Imagine finding out that you're immortal, and not only that, there are others like you. Well, that's the setting for a new movie on Netflix starring Cincinnati's own actress, Kiki Lane. And she's joining us now along with director Gina Prince Blythewood, who is also known for directing, you'll remember this film, Love and Basketball. Thank you both for talking to us. So let's dive right in. Gina, what attracted you to this script?
I love action movies, and I was really hoping for a while now to get the opportunity to, you know, jump into this big sandbox and put my aesthetic on the genre in the same way that so many filmmakers I respect, like Ryan Coogler, you know, and James Mangold had done with Black Panther and Logan, and just really creating these action dramas. And so when the script came to me from Skydance, I mean, it really had everything that I wanted to do in this genre, given that it was 2 women at the heart of it, that one was a young Black female hero, the fact that it had something to say, that I was moved by the characters, in addition to being, you know, excited about the action sequences. But ultimately, I loved what it had to say, that it was this small group of warriors from different backgrounds and cultures and sexual orientations and genders that have come together to save humanity. And I thought that that was a really beautiful thing to put into the world.
Kiki, this is a big departure from your last film, Beale Street. So what drew you to the film, and how did you prepare for it?
I mean, I love action films, so it's always something that I've wanted to do. But then, you know, jumping in and realizing all the preparation that goes into it, I mean, it's a lot, you know, just being in the gym, building up strength and muscle, working with weapons for the first time, learning the stunts, and just, I don't know, being challenged in a way physically that I've never been challenged before. But it was cool, though, as an actor to experience storytelling in that way, and to play a character where that is a big part of how she does communicate that physicality. So I mean, I would I would love to do it again, and hope that I can.
All right, I got to ask this, Kiki. What do you miss most about Cincinnati?
I mean, honestly, I'm here right now with my family. I was quarantining in LA by myself. I couldn't take it anymore. So I'm like, I'm back home with my Skyline and Gold Star and Grippos and all of those hometown favorites. But I feel like the biggest thing is just being home and with family and the streets and everything that I grew up on. It just, I don't know, especially with all that's going on, that definitely is feeding my spirit in a way that only Cincinnati could.
Gina, Kiki, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
All right, coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, if you're hoping to mentally transport yourself to a tropical island, boy, have we got the drink for you. We celebrate National Pina Colada Day with a couple of local bartenders who will teach you a traditional and rocktail version of this popular drink. Then we'll get some travel tips from the woman who wrote the book on free travel. It's the Travel Channel's Megan Kaiser. She'll share some money-saving advice with us on staycations and one-tank trips. Plus, be sure to check us out on Instagram. That's where we post all of the behind-the-scenes pictures from here on the set and while we're safely out in the community. So once again, follow us on Instagram at Cincy Lifestyle. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Well, we love celebrating national days here on Cincy Lifestyle, especially when they involve food or drinks. And today is National Pina Colada Day, so we wanted to learn how to make this drink and a little bit of its history. So joining us today are Kristen Kreft and Maya Banatwala, local bartenders and the authors behind Rocktails, an amped up spin on mixology. Thank you both for talking to us.
Thank you, Mona, so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you, WCPO.
So tell us what you're making for us today.
So, well, we are the authors of Rocktails, an amped up spin on mixology, and we are going to talk about the history of the Pina Colada.
First of all, the Pina Colada means strained pineapple in Spanish.
And legend has it that the cocktail may have been invented by the Puerto Rican pirate Roberto Cafrezi. And he was kind of known to be Puerto Rico's Robin Hood. He created the drink for his crew to take the edge off of everyday sea life. And it consisted of simply pineapple juice, coconut milk, and rum. That's it.
Yeah, and then the Pina Colada became really popular in the 1950s and 1960s. Several bars kind of fought over who made the first modern Pina Colada. And then in 1978, they made it the national drink of Puerto Rico. And they would drink it out of hollowed coconuts at first, and then and then they changed it and kind of adapted it and started drinking it out of hollowed pineapples. So either is a great idea.
All right, so a traditional pina colada, you're gonna hollow out a pineapple. You're going to get all the milk from a fresh coconut, 4 tablespoons of condensed milk, and 3 ounces of rum, light rum, 3 ounces of dark rum, and an entire tray of ice cubes. Throw it all into a blender and enjoy. You could pour it into your pineapple or a cocktail glass. Cheers.
So along with the traditional pina colada, we wanted to share our spin on the drink, which is an original Rocktail cocktail. Our version is called the Let's Go Away, and it's inspired by the iconic band, the Beach Boys, and their instrumental song, Let's Go Away for a While, which is perfect right now in the sun. So this is a little bit more kind of like a fancier pina colada, if you will. But it is about a cup of muddled mango and pineapple. I put about 3 ounces of light rum. I squeezed half a lime, and I did 2 ounces of coconut cream. And then I put a little orange blossom water, which is a really fun ingredient you can find at Mediterranean stores. They tend to put it in a lot of Mediterranean sweets. It's also used in lots of drinks with Mixology, but it's a great one to have for drinks and for if you want some kind of sweet that's different. And so then I just shook it really, really, really hard, strained it, and put so much fruit on it. And what's nice about this too is it's pretty healthy, honestly, and it's dairy free. So I'm not a big fan of dairy. So this one is my version that I really like.
And you can get that recipe in our new book, which will be out next year. It's called American Rocktails. So that is going to be our Beach Boys inspired chapter. And also, if you want any of our recipes, we'll have them up on Facebook and Instagram for both the traditional pina colada that I made and the rocktail pina colada that Maya made.
Let's go away.
You know, this summer, with the challenges of a pandemic, most people are planning a staycation, even taking a vacation that's close to home. But here to provide us with some staycation or drive time travel inspiration tips is Megan Kaiser. Now, she's a travel expert and host of the Travel Channel show 24/7. Megan, thank you so much for being with us here today.
Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
So help us get through and navigate all of this stuff that's going on this summer with some advice for planning a safe vacation.
Well, as I say in my book on free travel, Everywhere for Nothing, Free Travel for the Modern Nomad, and in all my talks, one of the best things about travel is just that feeling it gives us. And you can spark that feeling for yourself just by trying something new, even if it's in your own backyard. Sometimes you just got to put on those tourist glasses to see things through the eyes of a tourist. So that's tip number one. Just start kind of playing pretend.
Okay, so focusing more on the safe side of the whole vacation discussion this summer, what's a top tip, I should ask, for a safe vacation?
Well, as you might guess, road trips are all the rage right now. So I suggest staying with industry leaders like Wyndham Hotels and Resorts, with thousands of hotels across 20 brands, family-friendly names like Days Inn, Super 8, La Quinta, wherever you want to go, whatever your budget, Wyndham is there. Plus, they have enhanced health and safety protocols, flexible cancellation policies, which you just need with any booking right now, and promos, so you can get 2,000 bonus Wyndham Rewards points, up to 10,000 points good toward free nights, gift cards, so much more. Check that out at wyndhamhotels.com. You want to stay safe, but you want to sleep well.
Okay, so what about the actual drive itself? Have you got any ideas that we could use for that?
Yes, and I learned this the hard way, that extreme summer heat can be just as tough on your car's battery as freezing winter temperatures. So before you hit the road, make sure you get your battery checked for free, which is my favorite, at Batteries Plus Bulbs. They've got a rebate going on right now on Duracell car batteries. Plus, if you're on the road or staying at home, you want to stay charged up, lit up, connected, get some music going on, some good lighting. You can get all that at Batteries Plus Bulbs, one place, rather than going crazy scrolling through the internet and seeing millions of options and losing your mind like I do. So check that out so you can stay safe that way.
Okay, so let's loop back to the staycation idea for a moment. What ideas have you got about having fun at home?
Fun. You got to make it happen. You got to be intentional about that. And two of the newest games from the hit party game creator Exploding Kittens are the perfect staycation edition. Plus, you can take them on the road too. You got Throw Throw Burrito Extreme and Poetry for Neanderthals. Throw Throw Burrito Extreme is the world's first dodgeball card game. Poetry for Neanderthals, you use single-syllable words to get people to guess your clue. If you fail, you might get whacked by a 2-foot-long no stick. You can check that out at explodingkittens.com, but you can check out everything I just said at tipsontv.com. Remember, the important thing is just creating new experiences for yourself. They are everywhere. So just pick a place on a map, go in your backyard, have some fun and games, make it happen.
All right. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks, Clyde.
Indeed. Quick look outside. Some of you have probably seen a little rain activity around, and there might be some scattered storms through the metro area. up until about the noon hour. Then it's going to be another warm day as things kind of dry out around 6 p.m. Slight chance of rain. And the high will end up in the mid to upper 80s. Mona.
Clyde, you might want to, you know what? You might want to know why I'm dancing today, because coming up next week here on Cincy Lifestyle, you have heard their songs. Yes, that was dancing. Now meet the musicians behind some funky disco tunes. The twin brothers from the band The Whispers will be here to talk to us. Oh, man, they will tell us about some new music they're releasing and touch on, of course, some of the classics.
All right, and in addition to that, a lot of people have been adopting a furry friend these days, but do you have the essentials you need for your new dog or cat? Well, local pet shop's going to give us a complete list. We'll have all that and a whole lot more happening next week on Cincy Lifestyle. Mona, little time to burn here. What's your favorite song from
The Whispers? Oh, I love A Song for Dottie. Is like one of my all-time favorites. And then I love Daddy. And the Beat Goes On. Okay, I'm not allowed to sing it for many reasons. On many levels, I'm not allowed to sing that song, but those are two of my favorites. What about you?
Emergency. That's the one. Yeah.
That's also a good one. Hey, reach out to us. Let us know what your favorite Whisper song is. We'd love to hear from you. And you can reach us all over, social media. We're everywhere. We're everywhere where you are. And we thank you for joining us. Hey, have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday, and make it a great day.
Hey, thank you so much for watching our video. Now, if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, be sure to make it a great day.